TFF, the tuition fee-free education, a welcome government policy by parents, only if the funds allocated got to the designated schools on the expected times. 5 years on, this, however, has not been perfected, as Sheila Malkin reports.
The government introduced the tuition fee-free policy in 2012, and since then, the number of children going to school has doubled to almost 2 million. The idea behind the policy was to get all school-aged children into schools to prepare themselves for a brighter future. But whether the government anticipated it or not, along with the policy, came the issue of lack of appropriate infrastructure. Classrooms and teachers especially were not enough.
It's one of the negative impact of tuition fee-free education, because before the tuition fee-free education was there, all the parents were allowed to or forced to pay full school fee. Just to calculate, we have 2,200 plus students. Every parent, if they pay 1,200, the budget will be around 2.2 million. That's the total budget of our school. It's supposed to be if the parents were paying. But when the government pays, we are getting only 40% of 900 kina, not even 1,000 kinas, 40%.
When it talks on the issue on lack of spaces in classrooms, Mr. Speaker, over the last 4 years, this government has invested 712 million kina designated quarantined for education sector to all the districts in this country. The government the taxpayers expect, Mr. Speaker, some classrooms to be on the ground right across this country.
However, most parents appreciate the government policy. When the current government was formed in 2012, this was one of its priority policy. The first budget allocation for tuition free education for 2013 was 600 million kina. In 2014, a sum of 605 million kina was allocated, again the same amount for last year. This year was 602 million kina.
Since 2012, has invested so far over 3 billion kina, in fact to the dot, 3.025 billion kina in free education.
There, however, have been some impediments to the rolling out of the program. Over the years, some schools in the country missed out on the fund distribution. Others did not receive the full amount anticipated, while some were found to have inflated their school data. This has raised concerns among parents, leaders, teachers, and those in authority.
It's not so flexible. Moreover, our money what we get from the government, it is coming into the quarterly basis, and we are not even getting the full amount what we supposed to get because of the financial problem, cash flow problem, and parents are not even allowed to give the project fee also.
The issues that surfaced prompted the establishment of the National Interagency Committee for TFF. Whilst the issue were thought to have been handled, a new development happened affecting the implementation of the policy, the financial crisis. It's either due to the slow disbursement of funds or less amount paid than the expected budget for a year. Almost all schools are on the verge of scaling down operations or closing their doors to students. According to the Acting Education Secretary, the only challenge at the moment is the current financial situation in the country.
The only challenge we have at the moment, like in every government department, everyone, we all experiencing this, that the revenue that the government has is not coming as it has planned. The oil prices have dropped. So as a result, the government is finding it very, very difficult to raise the money and then give to education, give to health, give to every other government organization.
Despite the many challenges, Prime Minister Peter O'Neill has indicated that his government is determined to continue the tuition fee-free policy. But only time will tell whether the policy reaped positive results.